My name is Pappa Smurf. Recently, your friendly neighborhood water monkey purchased 2 items from my site, mydiygear.com. The items he purchased were a bug sock and a winter sock. Now, before I begin talking about these items, I would like to be upfront and honest. These designs are not my own. The design concepts originated by a hiker named Just Jeff, and the design was further innovated by another hiker called Sergeant Rock. I simply created these items for Water Monkey because he has zero DIY skills to save his smurfing butt. Let's start with the bug sock. Here's that crazy monkey now. And here's that bug sock. Let's take a look at the foot end. Here's the foot end. As you can see, it's tapered off all the way at the end. I used a double stitching technique and applied a ribbon to make sure that this is properly reinforced. As with the foot end, the entire netting of the 115-inch length is also double stitched to ensure that it's properly reinforced and won't come apart. Here is the head end. It is approximately 53 inches wide, and I use a lightweight nylon cord that's not abrasive to the material. As you can see, I used a mini cord lock so you're able to cinch it shut, and I used some extra ribbon to reinforce the area in which most abrasion occurs. The mitten hook can also be used to secure the netting to the hammock. The fabric that Smurf Monkey chose is called tulle. This fabric will combat those mosquitoes just fine. However, the fabric may not be as effective against no-see-ums. To combat those smurfing bugs, you can either choose to make the netting out of no-see-um, or just soak the fabric in a bug repellent such as permethrin. I offered the Water Monkey no-see-um netting, but he was all smurfed up about the weight. The Water Monkey is now going to show you how easy it is to secure the netting around the hammock. And then afterwards, he's going to give you his thoughts on how he likes this product.
Alright, let's talk about what I like and what I don't like about this netting. First of all, what I really like about the netting, the weight savings. If you take a Warbonnet Blackbird hammock and you deck it out the way I did, you're going to have an 18-ounce and a half hammock. With this, just the hammock itself is about 10 and a half ounces. If you change the ridgeline and you change the suspension to a Dynaglide whoopee sling. The netting itself only adds another 2 ounces. That's insane. Putting the netting on isn't that difficult. Slide all the way up, find the cinch area, cinch it up, take that little string, throw it on the side. It's not a problem. So putting it on, not a problem at all. So easy on, easy off. I like that a lot. But as you can see, the netting, because there's so much of it, tends to drape on your face. Now, when I first started out and playing around with this thing, I'm thinking, well, if the netting's on my face, how are the mosquitoes not going to get to me? I mean, if the netting's on my face, they're going to come right to my face and bite my face, and kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a bug net. Well, if I lay to the side, like you're supposed to in any Warbonnet hammock, you take the extra fabric and you kind of pull it over towards the foot end. And now, that fabric stays off your face, for the most part. You gotta play around with it. I've also heard of placing some items underneath on the netting. It also helps flatten the netting out. But what I've been doing right now is just getting nice and comfortable, laying in, and the netting's off my face. As long as you push it over towards the side that your head's not on, netting's going to stay off your face. The other thing I really like about having this type of netting is the netting encases the entire hammock, which means I can reach over in the middle of the night and adjust my underquilt whichever way I want to without having to unzip anything. So that is a big plus. I've always hated unzipping my Blackbird, going in and trying to adjust my my underquilt and then hoping no mosquitoes or anything get in. So I'm already in. I have full access to this. Find my sweet spot again. Push off the netting. Bam. Good as gold. So, getting out, just as easy as getting in. Undo the cinch. Open it up. And there you have it. Now you're going to ask, Water Monkey, how strong is this fabric? Well, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's probably not that strong. You want to take a lot of care with this type of netting, especially the tulle netting. The no-seam netting you could be a little rough with. This tulle netting, I'm not too inclined to be very hard on this fabric. I'm going to take a little bit extra care when I take it on and I take it off. I'm going to make sure I have the hammock high enough so this doesn't drag on the ground and maybe accumulate any, widen up any holes. Debris does tend to stick to it a little bit, not that much, but if it's dragging on the ground, it's going to pick up some pine needles and it's going to pick up some leaves. So just be sure when you stuff it away, you shake out all that stuff, and you should be good. So far, so good. I haven't tested it out in real life woods yet, but my initial impressions are not bad.
Fair enough, Water Monkey. Now let's take a closer look at that Smurf and winter sock that I made you. See, the winter sock was constructed in the same manner as the bug sock. It's tapered at one end and open at the other. The main difference here is the fabric that was used was a momentum taffeta fabric. Once again, the opening for the head end is approximately 53 inches wide. Comes complete with the same lightweight nylon rope. Cinches down easily with a mini cord lock and a mitten hook. Let's toss this Water Monkey in a winter sock at the end of August and maybe we can sweat out a really good review out of him. Looks like he's having some difficulty here. He figured it out. Good boy.
So this is what it's like to be inside a winter sock. I gotta tell you, I can definitely feel this thing heating up already. Obviously it's still the middle of summer, but gives you an idea of how quick this thing can heat up. I like the fact that the excess fabric that he's created it with does not press against my underquilt and compresses the quilt, so therefore it won't lose any of its rating. The fabric itself has a little bit of a static cling to it, this momentum taffeta fabric, but I'm sure I can get over that. My initial impressions so far are, wow, this is pretty cool. So I can't wait to test this thing out in the winter. I'm going to probably head up to one of the winter hangs, probably in Jersey, and give this thing a good testing. Probably sometime in January. But yeah, I am pretty impressed. Gotta tell you. Really top-notch construction. And the lightweight of this, I mean, the underquilt protector was 7 ounces. This is only 8.8, so I'm only gaining an ounce more, almost 2 ounces more, and I'm getting way better protection from the cold elements. So, good job. There is something else I wanted to discuss about this winter sock. The way he's designed this winter sock doesn't close completely. It actually has a nice gap at the head end, so allows for some airflow so you can get some fresh oxygen at night. The fabric itself is breathable, but I'm sure as with anything in the winter, you will have condensation in it. Having a black fabric is really to your advantage, because in the winter time, as long as the sun's shining, or at least you can get some sort of, it's not snowing, you can take your tarp off, turn it inside out, and allow the heat to build up on the fabric and dissipate any moisture buildup and any frost that you might get in the winter time. All right, you want it? I'm gonna give it. Pappa Smurf? Water monkey? Wait a minute. I feel like I'm missing something. That's better. Water monkey approved.
It looks like you just raided Smurfette's closet.
Hey,